6. The genesis of love and desire. The eternal power of Kundalini is affirmed to be the source of Kam Kala, the spiritual element of love and desire. The awakening of Kundalini and its sublime conjunction with the Brahmarandhras, in the Sahasrara Chakra, in the innermost subtle core beneath the Sutra, is described as the state of ultimate attainment of Kam and hence of the absolute fulfillment of all the desires. Kundalini in all human beings lies hidden in the Mooladhara Chakra in an unconscious state. As this chakra subtly resides in the innermost center of the genital organ, and the word Kamakrida in Sanskrit also refers to sexual intercourse, the terminology associated with Kundalini and Kam Kala is often misinterpreted as that pertaining to the physical act of sex. We should search deep in the science of Kundalini and Yoga to understand the difference between the sensual joy of Kamakrida and the sublime process of Kam Kala. Before looking into the scriptural excerpts, we may note that psychologically, both the characteristics, feminine as well as the masculine, exist in every human being. The behavioral nature of a person, be that a man or a woman physically, would be manly if the masculine characteristics are dominant in his/her psychology. Similarly, many men may be found to have a woman-like psychology just because the corresponding psychological features are dominant in them. In rare cases though, the intensive inclination of this sort even lead to change of gender. In spiritual terms, all the humans are a perfect combination of the feminine and the masculine powers, Prakriti and Purush, immanent in nature. This fact is indeed symbolized in the joint reference to the divine powers by the names Radha Krishna, Shiva Parvati or Ardhanarishwar etc. in the scriptures. A Jivatma is defined to be an absolute unit of consciousness and it does not have any gender. The dominating manly or womanly tendencies of one birth shape up the gender of its physical appearance in the next. The dual influence with psychosexual complications may lead of a neutral gender, eunuch. The core of Mooladhara is called Yoni while the center of the Brahmarandhras is termed Linga. The source of activation of the latter is also immanent in Kambij in the ocean of Yoni. The activation and linkage of both is what is termed in yoga as the arousal of Kundalini. The sadhana of linkage of the cosmic force of the in the linga and the individual pran in the yoni is referred as Kamkala, which is a precursor to the arousal of Kundalini. The joy of coupling of the masculine and feminine currents of sex elements in sensual intercourse is a minute and crude reflection of this grand linkage. The sublime power of Kam is also referred as Mahashakti or Mahakali. It is indeed the genesis of all desires and love and the eternal source of their absolute fulfillment. The lack of conjugation of the complementary power currents, masculine and feminine, of this omnipotent element often makes life dull, dry, dissatisfied and lonely from within. This is seen in the abrupt psychology of many bachelors. The awakening, activation, of Kundalini not only fulfills all psychological and physical desires but also bestows the elixir of absolute bliss along with supernormal talents and powers. As cited in some excerpts below, the scriptures on Kamkala describe the above aspects rhetorically. The use of terms like combination, Mathun, of Yoni and Linga, Raj and Virya here indicates the conjunction of the conscious energies of the Kundalini and Brahmarandhras. These might confuse the reader because the words Yoni and Linga are also used in Sanskrit to describe respectively the feminine and masculine genital organs. Raj and Virya mean ovum and sperm, and the word Mathun also means copulation. Such misinterpretations should be avoided as they do not deal with the actual multifaceted scientific meanings of Kam and would not at all represent the psychological and spiritual aspects of sex for that matter. Excerpts from ancient scriptures on Kamkala. Swayambhu ling tanmadhye sarandhram yashchim balam, dhyaicha parmeseni shivam syamala sundaram. Shaknan tarangini. Meaning, let us concentrate upon the self-existent bluish dark and beautiful Maha, grand, Linga residing inside the Brahmarandhra with a downward, that is, towards the Sushumna Nari, face. Tatrasthito Mahaling Swayambhu Sarvada Sukhi, Adhomukha Kriyavankasya Kam Bijena Chalita, Kol Kolamat. Meaning, there in the Brahmarandhra resides the Mahalinga, which is self-existent and is the eternal source of happiness. It is oriented downwards, that is, towards the Sushumna Nari. It is ever active and it draws energy from the Kam Bij. Atmasamastam Shivam Tyaktva Behestham Ye Samarchayat, Hastastham Pindamuz Raja Bharmate Jivitsaya. Atmaligar Karnam Kurya Danalyam Dine Dine, Tasya Syatsikla Siddhir Natra Karya Vicharan. Shiva Sahita, meaning, those who do not realize the presence of Shiva in their own selves and search him through external rituals of worship, are like those ignorant people who, leaving aside the food available in their own hands, search and beg for it here and there outside. Removal of sloth and indolence and work for the realization and worship of the Atmaling, divine power in one's inner self, Shiva, is the key to all success. Namo Mahabindumukhi Kendra Surya Stan Dvaya, Sumiruddha Kale Sobhamana Mahi Pada, Kam Rajkala Rupa Jagriti Sa Charachara, Ekta Kam Kala Vyaptam Guhyada Guyataram Mahat, Rudri Yamtantra. Meaning, the giant, cosmic, whole is her face, the sun and the moon are her breasts, the magnificent Sumeru mountain is her semi-grandeur and the earth is her decoration. Her power is present in the form of Kamkala in all the animate and the inanimate creation. She is omnipresent as Kamkala and is more latent than the latent itself. Mooladhare hi yat padmam katspatram vyavasthitam, tatukandesti ya yonitsyam surya vyavasthita. Shiva Sahita, meaning, that luminous yoni lies in the central part of the four-petaled lotus-shaped Mooladhar. Tasma Nadhara Padmecha Karnikayam Sushobhana, Trikona Vatate Yohi Sarvantamesu Gopika. Shiva Sahita, meaning, on that base, at the stalk of that lotus, Mooladhar, lies the triangular yoni, which is the secret, hidden in all the tantras. Yattadgua miti proktkam devayo nistu sochite, asyam yo jayate vahani sa kalyana praduchyate. Katyayan Smriti, meaning, that referred to as latent center is the Deva, divine, yoni. The fire generated in it is absolutely auspicious. Adharam pratam chakram swadhishthanam dvitiyakam, yoni sthanam dvayomadhye kamarupam nigadyahe. Goraksh Padhati, meaning, first Mooladhar, chakra, and the next Swadhisthana, chakra. The yoni part in the middle of these two is the seat of the Kam. Adharkhya Gada Sthane Pancham Cha Chaturdalam, Tanmadhye Prochet Yoni Kamakhya Siddha Vandita. Goraksh Padhati, meaning, inside that four-petaled glowing lotus, in the region of the inner center of the rectum and anus there lies the triangular yoni which is worshipped by all souls. This yoni, shaped as Panchashat, letter, is called the reservoir of Kam. Yat samadho param jyotiranantam vishvato mukhma, tisman draste mahayogi yata yatatra vindate. Goraksh Padhati, meaning, in this triangular point, in the state of trance, there appears the omnipresent eternal glow, which is also the Kalagni, the cosmic fire, of the final destruction and the ultimate existence of the universe. When a yogi, in the state of deep trance, feels the presence of this light, he overcomes the bonds of life and death. There is intense interrelation between these two. As long as this linkage between the individual consciousness and the Kalagni is active, the inner strength of the sadhak continues to grow and expand with supernormal attainments. Disruption in this link weakens the individual self and as a consequence, one is forced to live a life with ignorance, infirmity, worries and failures. The sublime connection between the Kundalini, in the Yoni, and Sahasrara, in the Linga, eliminates the inner void or incompleteness of a person. The sadhanas of Kundalini aim at this absolute accomplishment. This is what is termed as the union of Shiva and Shakti or of the soul with thee. This cosmic linkage is described in the scriptures as follows. Bhaga Shaktir Bhagwana Kam Isa Yuya Datara Viha Sobhamnam. Sama Pradhanu Samsatvau Samujau Teo Salyukasta Vishvyoni. Tripuropnishad. Meaning, Kam is a form of a divine power. Bhaga, the supreme power of God, and Kam both are equally eminent and effective. These eternal powers create the basic cause for the existence of this world. Lingvedi Uma Devi Lingam Saksan Maheshwara. Ling Purana. Meaning, Lingavedi, Yoni, is the goddess Uma, Parvati, and the Linga is God Maheshwar, Shiva, indeed. Sa Bhagakhiya Jagadhatri Lingmatastrivedika, Lingastu Bhagavanadvabhyam Jagatsrastirudvijotama. Lingmurti Sivo Jyotitam Shasko Pristhita. Ling Purana. Meaning, that great goddess Bhaga is omniscient and the mother of the universe. She is a representation of the Trigun, threefold, enfolding the three eternal tendencies gunas, of nature, power of the ling form of Lord Shiva. O sages, note that the power of Lord Shiva, represented in the linga, is eternally linked with the power of goddess Bhaga, and that the combination of these two gives rise to the existence of this universe. Lord Shiva, who manifests thyself in the linga, is the self-existent eternal light and is beyond the reach of the darkness of the Maya. Dhyayat Kundalini Devi Swayambhu Ling Vestinim, Syamam Sukshmam Srishti Rupam Srishti Sthiti Yatmikam, Vishvatitam Gyan Rupam Chintaida Urdhvavahinim, Shat Chakra Nirupam. Meaning, meditate upon the magnificent power of Kundalini, which is called around the self-existent linga as the subtle form of nature and the eternal power of the creation and destruction of the universe, which is latently moving upwards, from the Mooladhara towards the Sahasrara. This dual, imbibing both the genders, linga is subliminally immanent at a unique place. In the middle of the groove-shaped yoni in the Mooladhara, there is a small crest, which is a reflection of linga, a representative of Sahasrara. This is called Sumeru. The Devatas are said to reside on Sumeru peak of the Himalayas. This peak is also referred the Puranas in the context of the grand churning of the cosmic ocean, Samudra Manthan. The divine serpentine Sheshnag is said to be subliminally coiled in 3.5 cycles on this peak. These descriptions refer to the extrasensory presence of the serpentine power, Kundalini. This crest is the sublime core of Kambij. The conjugation of both, the yoni and the linga, at this single point is accomplished in the sadhanas of Kamkala. This serves the purpose of Atmarati, which sublimates the combined power of the conscious complementary currents of the sex element present in the vital force of the soul and vibrates all the otherwise dormant extrasensory power centers in gross, subtle and astral bodies. With this arousal of Kundalini there emerges the nectar flow of absolute bliss and beatified contentment. The following excerpts elucidate the scriptural depiction of the crest of Kambij, the subtle nucleus of this heavenly conjugation. Yoni madhye mahaligam paschimabhimukh sthitam, mastike manivad bimbam yo janati sa yogavit. Goraksh Padhati. Meaning, the self-existent powerful Mahalinga resides in the triangular yoni at the inlet of the Sushumna. Its top is bright like a gem. This is the Kundalini, which can take the yogi to the goal of ultimate liberation. One who has realized this fact, she gets the true knowledge of yoga. Taptakami karbhakyam taddilekhiva visfurat, trikonam tatparam vanradho medhrit pratishthitam. Goraksh Padhati. Meaning, right below the Medhu, the place of linga, in the Mooladhara, there lies the pure golden bright and enlightening triangle, where indwells the flame of time, the fire of ultimate creation and destruction of the world. Purvakta Dakini Tatra Karnikayam Trikonakom, Yanmadhye Vivaram Sukshmam Rikbham Kam Vijakom. Tatra Swayambhu Links Nadho Mukhariktaka Prabhu, Shakti Tantra. Meaning, there is the gigantic, plundering power of the Maya of the omnipresent. There is a triangle in the stalk, In its center, there is a small hole. The self-existent seed of Kam, the Mahalinga, lies here with a downward face and its unique red-colored splendor. Tatra bandhuka pushpa bham kamabijam prakirtitam, kalhimamam yogi prayuktik sarupinam, sushunapi cha sanslisto bijam tatra varam sthitam, sarachandrani bham tejasvayam tatsfurat sthitam. Suryakoti pratikasam chandrakoti sushitlam, etatrayam militveva devi tripura dhairvi. Bijasam sam param tejas dev pari kirtitam, kriyavi jnana shaktibhyam yutam yatparito bhrimat. Uttistadvi satstvam bha sukshmam sonashi khayutam, yonistham tatpam tejas swayambhu linga sanchiyam. Shiva Sahita. Meaning, there is a flower-shaped calm beach having a golden bright and red-colored splendor at the place where the Kundalini resides. Kundalini, Sushumna and calm beach, these are luminous like the sun and the moon. The meeting point of these three is called the Tripura Bhairavi. This eternally bright element is called the beach. This beach, energized with the combined powers of Jnana, true knowledge, and Krida, action, moves upward in the whole body. This superluminous, eternally bright flame is located in the yoni and is called the self-existent ling. In the context of the gross, physical body, Raj refers to the ovum in the female and Virya corresponds to the sperm in the male. The sublime elements of both are present substantially in the subtle body of every individual, be that a man or a woman. These are present in the subtle body in specific layers. The insulation of the two does not make any difference, but the confluence of the two blossoms the flower of life and fructifies it with infinite opportunities of glorious attainments. These dual streams of nectar present in the same body are elaborated in the scriptures as illustrated below. Yonishsthan Mahashetre Jab Bandhu Kasani Baham, Rajvasat Janjang Divaitatvam Samahitam, Rajaso Ritaso Yogad Raja Yoga Iti Smrata, Yog Shikha Upanishad. Meaning, the element of Raj with a red-colored luminescence exists in the grand, deep region, that is, the place of yoni, of the Mooladhar. It is called the feminine part of the divine element. Its conjugation with the masculine part of the divine element, also called the Virya, results in the accomplishment of the Raj Yoga, kingly status and success. Galitopi yada bindu samprapti yonimandale, ज्वलितोपि यथा बिंदु संप्राप्तश्च हुतासनम व्रजात्पुर दृढ़चैकत्य निबधो योनिभुद्रे सा एवा द्विविधो बिंदु पांडुरो लोहितास्त्यथा पांडुरम शुक्राभित्यहुर लोहित्रथम महाराजा विद्रुमद्रुमा सांकरम योनि स्थाने स्थितम राजा सिस स्थाने यासेर्वी दुश्चोरैक्याम सुदुर्लभाम ध्यान बिंदु उपनिषद. Meaning, when the virya, which, otherwise, that is, if left uncontrolled, would be drained by a downward flow from the Sahasrara, is taken to the yoni, the reservoir of the fire of Kundalini, then this virya sublimates. This activated virya is lifted upwards by the practice of the yoga of yoni mudra and it now reaches the Sahasrara in the form of a super powerful, eternal energy. This sacred process, unification of Raj in the yoni at the Mooladhar and Virya from the Sahasrara, is called the spiritual sex and conception. Sa punardvividho bindu panduro lohitathatha, pandura sukramitya harlohithkyo maharaja. Goraksh Paddhati. Meaning, the drop of the vital element is of two types. One, light yellowish, called the Shukra, sperm element, and the other, light red colored, called the Maharaja, ovum element. Sindurdva Chakasha Nabhi Sthane Sthita Raja, Sasi Sthane Sthito Bindustayore Kya Sudurlabham. Goraksh Paddhati. Meaning, the oil mixed vermilion colored juicy liquid like Raj exists in the region of the sun, beneath the navel center, and the drop of Virya in the region of the moon in the inner center, Sodasadhar Chakra, behind the inner part of the throat region. Binda Sivo Raja Shaktischando Bindu Rajo Ravi, Anyo Sangamadeva Prapyate Parmam Padam. Goraksh Paddhati. Meaning, Bindu, Virya, is Shiva and Raj is Shakti. The unification of the two leads to the perfection and ultimate accomplishment of yoga. This combination of the sun and the moon is the true yoga. Vayuna Shakti Karena Prerita Tu Yada Raja, Yati Bindo Sahakvam Bhavya Divyam Vapustita. Goraksh Padhati. Meaning, by the Shakti Chalini method, a yoga practice for the generation of vital power, when the Raj and the Bindu, Virya, unite within the body and reach the completion phase, then the whole body becomes divinely illuminated. अपने शरीर आस्था रज वीर्य एकता सिद्धिदायका सा बिंदुस्ता दाजश्चैवा एकीभूता स्वदेह गो वज्रोल अभ्यास योगना सर्वसिद्धि प्रयाच्छते. Hat Yog Pradipika. Meaning, by the practice of the Vajroli, a super level yoga sadhana, the Raj and the Virya indwelling in the subtle body unite and become omnipotent. The spiritual or tantrika sex gives infinitely more pleasure than the carnal sex. This is why the bodily act of Kam Krida is referred as Vishayananda, sensual, momentary joy, and the Atmarati of Kam Kala is referred as Brahmananda, cosmic, absolute bliss. The bodily copulation produces offspring in gross form, in a physical body. The sublime conjugation of the soul, with thy force, generates immense inner strength, supernormal, pure intelligence and spiritual empowerment. The scriptural description of the two sons Skanda, divine power of inner strength, and Ganesha, divine sagacity of righteous intellect, born from the marriage of God Shiva and Parvati indeed symbolize such effects. An accomplished sadhak, of Kundalini, experiences the birth and growth of these divine effects in his inner self. Atma Rati could be performed adeptly only after controlling the sensual excitements. Observance of Brahmacharya is therefore an essential prerequisite for this sadhana. Mental chastity is equally important here. The scriptures describe an anecdote of the inflaming of Kamdev into ashes by the gigantic spark produced from the third eye of Lord Shiva. The latter had made him alive in a subtle form upon the request of his wife Rati. These rhetoric tales indeed imply the destruction of the gross, sensual, existence of Kam and effectuation of its sublimation through purification of the sexual desire by attainment of true knowledge. These also teach that carnal sex should be renounced completely in order to endeavor the sublime process of Atmarati, which enables the transmutation of the fire of Kam in the sex element to the state of Brahma Agni Kalagni. Bhasmibhute smare sambhutratyanagnina, tasmin pravist jalstho vadatvam kimbhutata. Shiva Purana. Meaning, when the divine flame generated through the third eye of Lord Shiva reduced the undisciplined Kamdev to ashes, then it, the fire, entered the ocean. What happened after that? Tamcha gyatva tatbhutam tretiyene kasnina vai sasaja kalim kamri kalakanti kasradinam. Ling Purana. Meaning, by the realization of the above state of that divine fire, Lord Shiva, the destroyer of the ignorant, perverted, Kamdev, created the string of beads of time and the power of ultimate creation, existence and destruction of the universe. In essence, the deeper knowledge of Kam Kala signifies that the spiritual sex is a sacred state of self-realization, Brahma Jnana, at the deepest level of the soul. Kundalini and the science of sex element. The Tantra science of Kundalini refers to the Mooladhara Chakra as Yoni and Sahasrara Chakra as Linga. The rhetoric and mystic descriptions in the scriptures on Tantrika Yoga also use the terms like Meena, Madhya, Mansa, Methun, etc. These terms are quite controversial and often mislead a beginner of this esoteric science because the word meanings of Yoni and Linga also correspond to the female and male genitals, and Methun means copulation, Meena and Mansa mean fish and flesh, Madhya is wine, etc. But there should be no confusion, as all these terms refer only in the context of the two complementary spiritual currents of Kam and sex energy and have nothing to do with the masculine or feminine bodies. The terms Madhya, etc. also are used with reference to the mental states and extrasensory powers of the body. Although the physical act of sex and other gross functions of the body have no relation with these terms, the principles and disciplines of the spiritual science of yoga are indeed relevant to married life. These imply enormous power of collective and compatible cooperation between the two sexes, which also expand the joy in the life of both. In normal case, the gigantic power of Kundalini remains dormant in every human being. In this state it is described as coiled in the groove of Mooladhara like a serpentine around the Shiv Ling. The sadhanas of Kundalini Jagran aim at its arousal, refinement, energizing and elevation up to the Sahasrara. This sublime transmutation is like conversion of a tiny pond into the grand, pious Mansarovar or expansion of a small Shiv Ling into the holy Kailash peak of the Himalayas. The aroused, serpentine, Kundalini, then becomes like the celestial Sheshnaga, which can hold the entire earth on its hood. It is like blossoming of the subtle bud, in the Mooladhara, into the lotus of 1,000 petals in the Sahasrara. The Brahma Bij, the seed of ultimate spiritual enlightenment of the soul, is immanent in the Brahmarandhras of the Sahasrara. In ordinary case, as in most of us, it enables only the minimal expression of intellectual and mental potentials. But, its spiritual activation illuminates like the sun and edifies the sadhaka's inner self and the mental, emotional, intellectual and gross domains of his life with divine radiance. It can therefore be likened to the Kalp Vriksh, the celestial tree of boons, the immortal Vat Vriksh that survives even the annihilation of the universe, the angelic tree Aswatya adored in the Holy Gita, and the Bodhi Vriksh beneath which Lord Buddha attained absolute knowledge. Evolution is the nature of all living beings and the material existence. The flow of heat and other energy currents also propagates upwards and forward. The supernatural powers too can be realized and expressed only by spiritual elevation. The tremendous power of Kundalini would remain latent and dormant and continue to drain out in sexual excitations unless restrained by inner determination and continence. Its spiritual activation initiates one's emancipation from impregnable darkness to incessant light and exalts sublime transmutation of personality. The immense force of Kundalini induces and expressively arouses ojas in the gross, physical, body, tejas in the subtle, mental and energy, body and varchas in the astral, soul, body. The tremendous force of attraction towards the mate and the feeling of joy of sexual intercourse are only very crude and insignificant expressions of the ordinary power of Kundalini indwelling in Kam. It is the source of sex energy and vital energy that enables the biological process of reproduction of a new being. It is a pity that this stimulation alone charms people's minds so much that they remain ignorant about the real, refined, evolved impact of this esoteric force. At a superficial or physical level, the genital organs appear to be responsible for the sexual desire and pleasure associated with sex. However, biochemical and physiological studies reveal that the compression and stimulation of the genitals is regulated by the brain and the central part of the lumbar region of the spinal cord. Deeper scientific investigations on the neurological, endocrinological and psychological aspects have shown vis-a-vis the interpretations from spiritual literature that the physiological activities and biochemical reactions of the genitals involved in the physical act of sex are actually governed by the nervous system's signals processed through the Sushumna Nadi. The locus of this regulatory activity is said to lie in the Sushumna Nadi right above the Swadhisthana Chakra. Professor Henry Ousley's book entitled Notes on Physiology presents the scientific explanation of these aspects. The impulses from the above-mentioned activation centers, and hence the endocrine secretions from associated glands, passing through the neuronal passage of Sushumna fall in the region of physical manifestation of the energy current of Kundalini. The physical effects of awakening of the Kundalini include inducing an upwards thrust to these impulses whereby the energy associated with them could be utilized to activate the deeper and subtler cause of physiological and neurological importance that generate supernormal bodily and mental potentials. In his book entitled Think and Grow Rich, Professor Napoleon Hill elucidates the significance, the power of calm, sex energy. He believes that this biopsychic energy is powerful enough to affect the body and the mind as well. He therefore emphasizes the carefully controlled and adept use of this energy as a driving force for healthy progress of human life. We all know that water, if spread over the floor, would go waste in normal course. However, the steam generated under proper control from the same amount of water would become a potential source of energy. Similarly, the latent power of calm is usually wasted in a mere sensual pleasure during sexual intercourse. This power, if channelized with due awareness, may be zealously employed in the subtle areas of creative talents such as art and poetry and in awakening of the serene sentiments of deep love and compassion. This latent power could also be focused in augmenting mental concentration and trenchancy that is necessary for enlightened development of one's intellectual faculties. Above all, its sublime currents could induce immense valor, courage, intellectual eminence, and the spiritual streams of Shraddha and devotion. Sexual desire is a natural expression of the living system in all humans in normal course. If suppressed forcefully, it would, as per the universal law of action and reaction, result in reciprocating negative effects or become more aggressive. A bullet fired in air would penetrate any object that obstructs in its speedy way. Dr. Freud and many other expert psychologists have therefore warned, in their own ways, with their own arguments and theories, against such unnatural controls. An easy, natural and scientifically justified way out is constructive diversion of the mind. One thought could always be replaced by the other. Mind could be easily diverted from erotic or sensual passions if attracted and gradually engrossed in some enchanting, creative and soothing thoughts and activities. This is what is the scientific basis of the spiritual discipline of Brahmacharya. Sincere efforts in this regard, along with faith, strengthened by the emotional support of religious practices like prayers and upasana, in the divine origin of human consciousness, are essential towards initiating a spiritual experiment for the continence and sublime transformation of calm. The spiritual experiments on refinement and sublimation of sex energy successively result in preserving the reservoir of pran in the Mooladhara and help expression of the supernormal faculties and the divine virtues hidden in the inner folds of unconscious mind. An overall energetic and healthy body, enthusiastic mind and manifestation of the virtues including compassion, austerity, inner peace, courage, and creative vigor and altruism in one's character indicate the righteous progress of these experiments. It is only after this initial success that one could begin experimenting, under thorough guidance, with Kundalini Jagran, the sadhana, which eventually activates the subtle link of the pran in Mooladhara with the evolved spiritual and devotional faculties of Sahasrara. Dharma, religious conduct; arth, honestly earned material success; calm, fulfillment of righteous desires; and moksha, liberation from ego and worldly attachments, are regarded in the Indian philosophy as the paramount objectives of human life. The word calm appears controversial and confusing to many in this context, as it is also often interpreted in common Sanskrit and Hindi languages as the craving for sex. As discussed in the earlier sections, the real meaning and implication of this term, however, is much deeper and wider. It encompasses all forms of creation, delight and appreciation of art. Refined entertainment, enthusiasm and serene joy are the emotional manifestations of calm. The activity and manifestation of calm in sex energy originates from the conjunction of the complementary elements of Rai and Prana. The consequent generation of vital power, here can be compared to the production of electric current by a connection between opposite charges. Man and woman are regarded as complementary as well as supplementary to each other, like the perennial powers of Purush and Prakriti. The vital energy in a human body is generated from the natural coherence of these sublime currents of the eternal, cosmic Pran. The sublime Prakriti, feminine, part of the latter is said to indwell as the Kundalini in the Mooladhara, while the Purush, masculine, element is hidden in the Sahasrara. The spiritual elements of these complementary powers are supposed to be the gross reflections of Shakti and Shiva. The sadhana of Kundalini Jagran aims at the confluence of sublime flows of Shakti and Shiva. This grand unification, upon attainment of Kundalini Jagran, is manifested as Siddhis and Riddhis. In its entire spectrum, this state of the human psyche is realized as that of Swagar and Mukti, or Atma Sakshatkar and Brahma Nirvana, the absolute beatitude and ultimate salvation. In the following shloka of the holy Atharva Ved, it is prayed that the divine power of Kam be bestowed upon the human life. Yasti Shivastanvah Kam, Bhadrebhi Satyam Bhavati Yadavrani Pe Tabhishtvam Samam Abhi Samvishasvanyat Papi Risvesayadhya. Meaning, O Lord, your manifestation in Kam also is so eminent, splendid and auspicious. May it be inspired in us to liberate our minds from sinful thoughts and to cultivate delight of sacred enjoyment. The magnificent power of Kundalini is described by the sages and spiritual scientists of yore as Kam Bij and Kam Kala, the source and the multifarious elegant expressions of Kam. It is to be recalled that these words should not be confused with the sexual interactions or carnal pleasure. The power of Kam in its truest sense is the creator of enjoyment and enthusiasm. Mooladhara is also referred in the Vedic scriptures as the reservoir of the Kam Bij and Sahasrara as that of the Jnana Bij, sublime source of pure knowledge. A harmonious combination of Kam and Jnana leads to an overall enlightened ascent of life in the physical, intellectual, mental, and spiritual dimensions. The sadhana of Kundalini Jagran aims at this noble culmination. Every human body possesses the latent elements of male as well as female sex. Physical transformation of a male into a female sex or vice versa is not very difficult by surgical operations today. Such phenomena are rare, but the observation of a feminine nature in a man, or a masculine nature in a woman, is quite common. A balanced presence of both, Rai, the sublime vital source of feminine qualities like tolerance, affection, compassion and artistic creativity etc., and Pran, the sublime vital source of the masculine characteristics like valor, stability, wisdom, strength etc., in one's nature is essential for the perfection of his personality. Although it does not make an obvious difference in one's life, if one were devoid of the psychological virtues that are more prominent characteristics of the opposite sex, but the development of his, her, personality would be then remain one-sided and not so healthy. For example, if a man is totally deprived of the natural feminine like sentimental elements such as emotional softness, compassion, generosity, artistic attitude, etc., then he would generally be dry-hearted, harsh and self-centered, and his manly vigor, bravery and firmness might only further support his atrocity and cruelty. Similarly, a woman would remain a delicate, coward, emotionally vulnerable, puppet-like being if she lacks in the common manly qualities of courage, mental stability and vigor, etc. Mutual respect and cooperation between men and women is of utmost importance in the external spheres of human life. On psychological fronts as well, every individual can attain an ideal human nature only by inculcating the virtues of the feminine as well as the masculine natures. A soothing combination of Rai and Pran both makes the individual consciousness complete. Kundalini Jagran accomplishes such a harmonious perfection in the human self and hence in one's overall personality, character and deeds. The following excerpts from ancient scriptures on Kundalini elucidate the preeminence of Kundalini in Kam. As the source of sex energy and all joy, alacrity and zeal is hidden in the Mooladhara, the latter is also named as the domain of Kam. At several places in the scriptures, for example, in the following shlokas, the Mooladhara is referred as Yoni and the Sahasrara as Linga. These symbolize the dense fields of Rai, the feminine currents of Kam, and Pran, the masculine streams of Kam in the respective chakras, and should not be confused with the similar nomenclature of the female and male sex organs. Adharkhya Gadasthane Pancham Cha Chaturdalam, Tanmadhye Prochet Yoni Kamakhya Siddha Vandita. Goraksh Padhati, meaning, inside that four-petaled glowing lotus, in the region of the inner center of the rectum and anus, there lies the triangular yoni which is worshipped by all souls. This yoni, shaped as Panchashat letter, is called the reservoir of Kam. Apne mulakandakhyam Kam Rupam Cha Tajjago, Tadev Vanhi Kundasyat Tattva Kundalini Tatha. Yog Rajopnishad, meaning, there is an esculent tuber root in the Mooladhara. This is called in the reservoir of the power of the sex element, Kam Bij. This is the center of location of the Kundalini. Devi Hekagrasita Seva Jagdin Misrajta _ Kama Kleti Vijanaite Shrangar Kleti Vijanaite Brihavikopnishad. 1. Meaning, it is by that celestial power that the creation of the world came into being. This power is eternal, it is called Kam Kala. The same power is also termed as the Saundarya Kala, the universal source of beauty. Yattadguyamiti Proktkam Devainistu Sasayat, Asyamyo Jayate Vahanisa Kalyana Pradusyate. Katyayan Smriti, meaning, that, referring to the Mooladhara, latent center is the Deva, divine, Yoni. The fire generated in it is absolutely auspicious. Adharam Pratam Chakram Swadhishthanam Dvitiyakam, Yoni Sthanam Dvayor Madhye Kamarupam Nigadyahe. Goraksh Padhati, meaning, first Mooladhara, Chakra, and the next Swadhisthana, Chakra. The Yoni part in the middle of these two is the seat of the Kam. Kami Kalam Kam Rupam Chikritva Naro Jayate Kam Rupashcha Kama. Tripuropnishad, meaning, this great power is expressed in the Kam. It is also called Kam Kala. One who worships this power can transform his subtle self into a form of Kam. All desires of such a person get fulfilled forever. Tatasthito Mahaling Swayambhu Sarvada Sukhi, Adhomukha Kriyavankasya Kam Bijena Kalita. Kali Kulamrat, meaning, there in the Brahmarandhra resides the Mahalinga, which is self-existent and is the eternal source of happiness. It is oriented downwards, that is, towards the Sushumna Nari. It is ever active and it draws energy from the Kam Bij. Swayambhu Ling Tanmadhye Sarandharam Yashchim Balam, Dhyayecha Parmeseni Shivam Shyamla Sundaram. Shaktnan Tarangini, meaning, let us concentrate upon the self-existent bluish dark and beautiful Maha, grand, Linga residing inside the Brahmarandhra with a downward, that is, towards the Sushumna Nari, face. The absolute, auspicious, angelic bliss of the cohesive conjunction of the Kam Bij and the Jnana Bij originates from the active linking of the Mooladhara and the Sahasrara. This is the Siddhi of Kundalini, Sadhana. This is also called the Divya Mathun, divine commingling, of the individual consciousness with thy supreme consciousness. Sahasraro Paribindao Kundalya Melanam Saiv, Mathang Sayanam Divyam Yatinam Parikirtitam. Yogini Tantra, meaning, the coupling of Kundalini with the supreme drop of Virya in the Sahasrara accomplishes Divya Mathun, divine commingling. Parasaktiyatma Mithuna Sayogananda Nirjar, Muktatma Mithunantat Sthyaditar Stri Nivedika. Tantra Sara, meaning, enjoyment of the ultimate state of blissfulness attained by the merging of the soul in the Supreme Thyself, is the Divya Mathun practiced by the true yogis. Sushumna Shakti Sudrasta Jivayam Tu Parah Shiva, Tayostu Sangme Devah Surat Nama Kirtitam. Tantra Sara, meaning, Sushumna is Shakti and the Brahmarandhara is Shiva. The conjugation of the two is defined as the divine conjugation. Aisa biji bhavan bija maham yoni sanatana. Vayu Purana. Meaning, the Jiva, an individual self, tells the Brahma, the cosmic, eternal self, you are the Bij, source of Virya, and I am the Yoni. These are our corresponding eternal forms. Binda Sivo Raja Shaktis Chandro Bindu Rajo Ravi, Anyo Sangma Deva Prapyate Parmam Padam. Goraksh Padhati. Meaning, Bindu, Virya, is Shiva and Raj is Shakti. The unification of the two leads to the perfection and ultimate accomplishment of yoga. This combination of the sun and the moon is the true yoga. Bindu Sivo Raja Shaktirubhayo Milanat Swayam _ Shiva Sahita. 100. Meaning, Bindu, Virya, is a form of the power of the god Shiva and Raj is a form of the power of the goddess Shakti. The coupling and unification of the Virya and the Raj is indeed the process of creation of the universal power. Yonivedi Umadevi Linga Pitham Maheshwara. Ling Purana. Meaning, Yonivedi is the goddess Uma, Shakti, and the Linga Pitha is god Maheshwar, Shiva, indeed. Jataveda Swayam Rudra Swaha Savardhikaini. Puruskyo Mano Sambhu Satarupa Shivapriya. Ling Purana. Meaning, Jataveda Agni, the conscious impulse, fire, of the sublime energy of Pran, is God Rudra and Swaha Agni, the complementary vital spiritual current of Rai, is the goddess Mahashakti. These are, respectively, the perpetual creative powers of Shiva and Shakti. Aham Bindu Raja Shaktirubhayo Melnam Yada, Yoginam Sadhanavastha Bhavya Divyam Vapustada. Shiva Sahita. 487. Meaning, a true yogi, who accomplishes the absolute conjunction of the Bindu, Virya, and the Raj in his own body, attains divinity. The Prakriti and Purush together are the creative manifestations of Brahma. Commingling of the two is a reflection of the absolute merging of Dvaita and Advaita realizations of Brahma. In the human body, Rai and Pran are the subliminal complementary streams of consciousness that together enable its complete manifestation and evolution. Confluence of the two educes complete experience of calm and educes a unique feel of joy. Conjoining of the mutually supplementary halves makes a whole unit. Connection of the positive and negative poles of electricity generates sparks and the flow of electrical current. Conjugation and unification, by the process of Kundalini Jagran, of Rai and Pran similarly induces absolute arousal of the soul consciousness. It results in the attainment of supernatural powers in the material and spiritual domains. This miraculous outcome is described, for example, in the following two shlokas, in some scriptures as the birth of the two divine sons after the marriage of Lord Shiva with the goddess Parvati, Shakti. Ganesha and Kartikeya are the two sons of God Shiva and goddess Parvati, Shakti. Ganesha is the god of discerning intellect and Kartikeya of valor and might. His incarnation on the earth had emancipated the world from the tyranny of devil giants and demons. He destroyed the evils and protected the saintly people. Ganesha bestowed the boon of prudent intelligence on mankind and made the human being the crown prince of nature. This description of the Puranas indicates the beatified consequences of the commingling of the sublime powers of Kundalini, Shakti, and Sahasrara, Shiva. This linkage bestows the inner enlightenment and vigorous development and thus enables virtuous fulfillment, welfare and progress of human life. या समाजजतास्ट्रेटो नामना भविष्यति विनायका ऐसा विघ्न सहस्नि देवाइनम हानिष्यति पूजास्यन्ति डवाश देवी लोकाश्चार क्यारा इतेवा मुक्त्वा देवेस्तु दत्ता वनस्नियम सहाय. Vaman Purana. Meaning, upon the birth of Ganesha, Lord Shiva told Parvati, Shakti, that this son of ours will represent knowledge as a whole and will be named as Vinayaka Ganesha. He would eliminate all evils and obstacles from the path of victory for the divine powers. All the animate, inanimate and all the gods will worship him. After uttering these virtues, Lord Shiva gave Ganesha into the hands of goddess Parvati. Skando Athavadhanadvanhane Subratsadavadanoria, Nishpramud Bhuto Balo Roga Soka Vinasana. Padma Purana. Meaning, then the child Kumara Skanda, Kartike, was born with 6 faces. He was miraculous and destroyer of all kinds of sorrows, sufferings and agonies. Noted saint and scholar Adi Shankaracharya has focused a great deal on the Kundalini, Sahasrara and the Shat Chakras in his invaluable work entitled Saundarya Lahari. The following few shlokas are cited from the same. Mahim Mooladhare Kamapi Manipuri Hutvaham, Sthitam Swadhisthane Haradi Maruta Makashamupari, Manopi Bhrumadhye Sakalam Pibhiv Kulapatham, Sahasrare Padme Sahastra Hasi Patya Viharsi. Saundarya Lahari. 9. Meaning, O great power, Kundalini, you diffuse and empower the Pancha Tattvas, the earth element in the Mooladhara Chakra, fire in the Swadhisthana Chakra, water in the Manipura Chakra, air in the Anahata Chakra and ether in the Vishuddha Chakra. You then illuminate the mind in the Agya Chakra and ultimately enjoy meeting the Parabraham in the Sahasrara. Avapya Swam Bhumi, Bhujaganibhamdhyusta Valayam, Swamatmanam Kritva, Swapisi Kula Kunde Kuharini. 10. Saundarya Lahari. Meaning, O great power Kundalini, you, coiled like a serpent, sleep in the multitudinous reservoir in the Mooladhara. Avidya Namatta, Stimira Mihiroddipankari, Jada Nam Chaitanya, Stavka Makaranda Strutizira, Darid Nam Chintamani, Gunanika Janya Jaladho, Nimnignam Dastr, Murari Puvarahasya Bhavati. Saundarya Lahari. Meaning, you, addressing Kundalini, are like the sun as you eliminate the darkness of ignorance. You are the stream of intellect which awakens the dull and dead, that is, unwise, minds by pouring the nectar of consciousness in them. You are like a necklace of most valuable gems, called Chintamani, for the poor who is deprived of mental and physical potentials and resources. You are the boat of hope and support for those immersed in the Bhavsagara. You are effective like the sharp teeth of Lord Varaha in killing and destroying the evils. Shankaracharya has described the yoga process of awakening of the Shat Chakras, the 6 subtle energy centers along the inner portion of the spinal cord, and the upliftment of Kundalini in the shlokas numbered 36 to 41 of Saundarya Lahari. Here he describes that the key to all prosperity and success is hidden in the Mooladhara, the source of soothing calmness in the Swadhisthana. The Manipura Chakra is a reservoir of the nectar of life and the Anahata holds all the 18 streams of knowledge and the core of sagacious intellect. The incessant glow of inner bliss lies in the Vishuddha Chakra and absolute auspiciousness in the Agya Chakra. The Sahasrara is the source of divine realization and ultimate beatitude. How a small and ordinary child like him could become the cherubic Siddha by the blessings of the Kundalini is also narrated rhetorically by revered Shankaracharya himself in following shloka. Tavistayam manya dharani dharkanya hridayatah, patha parvarah parivahatim sarasvatmiv, deyavataya dattam dravida sisur swadya tavayat, kavinam prodhanam janikam niye kavaita. Saundarya Lahari. Meaning, O Mother Kundalini, by drinking the milk of your divine breasts in the form of knowledge, this small Dravida child became capable of writing this poesy, like a scholarly poet.